Thanks for tuning in to the show. We haven't actually picked a name for it yet. If you have a good name for it, comment it down below. Any ideas that you want to see here, also comment that down below. And whose outfit you like the best, go ahead and comment that down below too. Tonight we are going to be playing a game called Believe It or Not. Let's have our first special guest come out. This is Tanner. Tanner knows one of these three people here on the red-green team. I don't know what you call it because the chairs are green, but the things are red.
Team Christmas.
Team Christmas. So let's start with Lance. Lance, how do you know Tanner?
I know Tanner because both of our kids got married to each other, which are both cats.
Oh, that got weird.
Go ahead, Marty. How do you know Tanner here?
Believe it or not, Tanner was there when I got my first concussion.
Your first concussion?
Don't ask about the second.
He gave it lots.
Joseph, how do you know Tanner here?
I know Tanner because he threatened to beat me up if I didn't wear a Batman mask.
All right, it's true.
Done, we know.
You guys now question them to find out if it's Joseph's Batman's bludger, Lance's hitched hairballs, or Marty's head hurter.
I want to know the story about the concussion. Just give us that briefly.
Okay. This gets really convoluted really fast. Okay, so we worked at like this summer camp for kids. It was called the Princess Festival.
It tracks Princess
Yeah.
Festival.
So he was actually, he was working the camp. I was one of the performers at the camp. And I, have you seen those like cast iron animals with like the spring underneath? Okay, no, he's like not, but I'm getting that. Yeah, those ones.
Oh, okay.
Your kids do it. I've seen them.
He was helping like with the stage manager running like the golf cart, and I like in my giant ball gown got on one of those dressed as the ugly stepsister, and as I threw my weight forward, the spring snapped and I hit my head into another one of those cast iron animals and got a concussion and like split my head open, and he like drove the golf cart over and like picked me up and like picked up the big animal, and like we looked like a processional, and he like took me to the hospital and helped me get all like bandaged up and everything. But yeah, he was.
Where did you hit your head?
Like right, I have a scar like right here. Yeah.
And where was this festival?
This was I was just graduated from high school, so like.
Where was it?
Like last week.
Where was it?
Yep.
How many stitches did it require?
It was 12 stitches. It was 10 on top and then 2 underneath.
All right. Who do you want to ask?
Let's ask
Lance.
Lance. I want to know when was your cat's wedding?
It was actually last August.
All right, hang on. So just clarify. Your kids got married, but your kids are cats.
Right.
They're not like real kids pretending to be cats.
Come on, animals are family. I also have dogs.
Did they wear like a little groom and a little bride outfit?
Yeah.
Are they?
Are they still together?
I hope so.
Wait, did your cat move to his house or his cat move to your house?
No, they live at each other's houses,
It's
but
a long distance relationship.
Exactly.
Split custody.
Was this so they could have kitchens but like legally?
It was a shotgun wedding.
Was it a shotgun wedding?
It's for financial gain purposes.
What can you gain from cat babies?
Where did this happen?
This was actually in California. We went to San Diego, Coronado Beach. It was beautiful.
Specifically for this?
Yeah. I mean, it's there was a lot of planning that goes into it.
Destination wedding.
Exactly.
It was a destination cat wedding.
Where was the bride's family, or was your cat the bride?
So my boy cat married his girl cat.
Oh, on the beach.
On the beach in San Diego with a bride and a groom dress on.
With the sunset.
How did you keep the cats from like just being like, I'm out of here?
Well, everybody's holding, you have the ring bearer that's actually holding the cat. So they don't run away.
All right, Batman.
All right, yeah, do you want to tell us your story? Give us a quick rundown.
So Tanner told me, he stopped me on the street and he just told me, if you don't wear this mask, he was having a party, so he invited me to a party. And he said, if you don't wear a Batman mask to my party, then I'm going to beat you up.
Was it a costume party?
It was. It was actually a Mario-themed costume party, but anybody that knows me just knows I'm always Batman.
So if you're always Batman, why did he have to threaten to beat you up to be Batman?
Because I don't like wearing a mask. I never have.
He just has that Bruce Wayne air about him.
Did he like send out like the bat symbol earlier? Is it like, get to my party?
It's a Mario party!
And then pick up Doritos on the way. Did you go full costume or you just showed up in the mask?
You know, I went full costume. I wanted to do. I mean, it was his. You know, it was his party, and I wanted to do what he wanted. So.
Does Tanner threaten you on the regular?
Do we need to get some help here?
And I don't want to get in trouble, so.
Is that why he's sitting so far away?
Just nod your head. Blink your eyes 3 times if you need us to call somebody. Forget that then, okay.
Do you know how to wink?
Believe it or not, I don't know how to wink.
The last time I tried to wink at a girl, it ended up with her having a concussion, so.
Who do you think it is?
All right, so let's think. Let's look at this. You can say, so you think it's Joseph?
I think it's Joseph.
I think Marty is telling the truth, but it's not about Tanner. I think it's somebody else.
And I think the cat story is so ridiculous, I want it to be true. So we're all choosing different people right now.
I'm going to go with the cats. I'm going to go with the cat. I know. I just
But
want to
Lance
believe.
just has dogs?
I think so. They were on the Christmas card last year. The cat. It's just the dogs.
All right,
So, who's your final answer?
I'm going to go with Joseph.
You're going to go with Joseph?
Yeah.
All right, Tanner, reveal your true identity.
Well, my name's Tanner, and I had a Mario Kart themed birthday party where we rode karts in a parking lot. And Joseph always wears a Batman costume to everything we ever go to without the mask. And I mean Batman, even though it's a Mario themed party, I knew he'd show up as Batman. There was no doubt in my mind that he's gonna come as Batman.
This is awesome. Will someone escort him off the car?
Thank you so much. All right, on to round 2. We have Camille as our next guest. Come around. Camille knows one of these 3, and now you guys will question them. So, Laura, we'll have you go first. How do you know Camille?
Believe it or not, Camille and I did Civil War reenactment together.
Civil War?
Civil War.
Okay, I heard Civil War. I'm like,
Civil,
I don't
sorry.
know that one.
They conceived a war together.
They conceived together? What?
Andrew, how do you know Camille?
Well, believe it or not, I had to give Camille the Heimlich maneuver when she accidentally swallowed an engagement ring I'd hidden in a cake.
And Christy, how do you know Camille?
Believe it or not, I once held Camille at gunpoint and hijacked a car.
Were those 2 things at the same time?
One of them's a confession, one of them's for the game.
So, is it Laura's combat comrade, Andrew's Heimlich hero, or Christy's brandish bandit?
Good name. We should just do a whole show just about those names.
So, Marty, as team captain, where would you like to start?
Let's start with Laura. Where was the Civil War reenactment?
It was in Virginia, as it would be.
That checks out.
That checks out.
Lance is our truth checker.
Lance was there also.
They have a little general's outfit.
Okay, so was this like a one-time occurrence, or did this happen multiple times?
So we did it over the course of a summer, So I mean, it was multiple reenactments, but it was just really the one summer that.
See, and now I'm like, just tell me everything about this whole thing. I'm like, no.
I can tell you where to sign up.
Do you guys have any questions for her?
Why?
I think that question applies too much.
I feel like you could understand Joseph as a costume,
Affected.
Just Batman. There's no costumes. There's just costumes.
There is only the night.
But yeah, Halloween's my favorite holiday, so you get to dress up in a costume.
Were you for the North or the South?
The North,
So how are you dressing up?
So she and I were both field nurses. So, the long dress, the apron, little hat,
Do you have normal nursing skills? Because I have a mole that I think needs to be checked out.
We'll look at that afterwards.
How long ago was this?
The Civil War? And we need to clarify, British or American?
It was 2007, so between high school and getting married.
All right, let's move on to Christy.
First off, remember this is being recorded.
Maybe I should change my story.
Can you check with a lawyer though? It's past statutes of You should mention that.
It is past statutes of limitation. I did look into
Yeah, then
this.
when was this, Christy?
This was in high school.
Okay.
So we were all dumb in high school.
We all pointed guns at our friends in high school.
That was the thing to do.
Okay, so what happened?
So I was hanging out with these two guys, and we were super mature for our age. You know, really thought things through. And they were like, they had just gotten scream masks, and they had handguns, and they were like, let's play a prank on someone. And so we did another girl first, and it ended horribly. So
Wait. Okay, you know what? Keep going. I was gonna ask about
So we're like, let's have this prank go out right. So I went and picked up Camille in one of their cars, and I was like, I got a new car, come get in the car. And
That's kidnapping.
Did she voluntarily get in the car?
she did voluntarily
Okay.
get in the car.
So it's not at gunpoint.
At that point, the guys with the real guns and the scream masks ran out of the alley and hopped in the car, pointing the guns at our head, and was like, drive, drive, drive.
Oh wait, so you didn't actually do it?
I didn't actually point the gun at her.
Okay, but I thought you said you hijacked a car. Where does this come in?
You were just in a car.
No, the guys hijacked the car.
Oh, okay.
So the guys hijacked the car with the guns.
Oh, okay.
What kind of guns were they?
They were black
Pew, pew.
handguns. They were not loaded, but they were real guns.
So what happened next?
So as I'm driving and they're screaming at us with the guns, I looked over at Camille and thought, this is not going well. So I said,
That was your thought?
guys,
That was the point.
it's a prank. And the guys like pull off their masks. They're like, we got you. Don't you just love us?
And she said, no, I super hate you guys.
She didn't say much.
Did you throw punch them?
No, I was in on it. This was like part of my idea. I was like, yeah.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah, let's go. Andrew, the most believable summary. Where did this even go down? Where were you?
So this happened in Chandler in a restaurant. I think it's Firebird Grill, I think it's called, near Chandler Mall.
Believable.
I checked Google Maps, it's all there.
Was it the engagement ring you were intending to give to your fiance that she choked on?
Yes, kind of.
Yeah, flesh it out.
I'm glad you asked that question. So, the person I was giving it to was actually my wife at the time, but being a cheap Englishman, when we actually got married, I gave her a terrible ring, and I felt really guilty, so I tried making it an occasion, and it was an occasion, but not the one I was hoping for.
Okay, so how did she end up with the cake?
So, I asked the restaurant if they would hide it for me. Apparently, they didn't want to do that.
For good reason, because people choke on engagement.
So if you actually go to the restaurant, there's like two walkways right past where the kitchen is, and I saw her order, and I just put it in. I didn't push it in the cake. I put it into it was a lava cake, have the little bit, and I put the ring in there. She couldn't see it. I went back to the table, and then I saw my cake going to another table. And that's how it happened.
So after you saw it go then to another table, were you just creepily hovering around the table? Hey guys, what's going on? How's your cake?
I actually just wanted to see what would happen.
How did you know that was the cake?
I put it in the cake. I sat down. I saw them pick up the cake, and they were walking towards me, and then they walked away
I'm having a
from
heart
me.
attack for you right now.
And at that moment, you weren't like, I need to take that cake. There's been a mistake in the kitchen.
Well, kind of, but
Okay, so this escalates further. You not only lost the ring, but then she
I didn't
shows
lose
up
it. I knew where it was.
Okay, yeah.
It was
okay,
inside of the
okay.
girl.
He just had to follow the rule.
Okay, I need the next part. I need to know how she chokes on it.
Well, I don't want to disparage her eating habits, but I was trying to go over there really quickly. I see the cake go in, and the next thing I know, I think that's an international symbol for choking.
Oh my god.
And
That's the same in UK?
Oh my god.
I think that's the international symbol. Yeah, are you okay? I'm great, Britain. But anyway, so I see that, and I just gave her the Heimlich maneuver and say thank you for the ring, and I...
All right, well, we've got to move on. So what's your decision? Is it Laura's combat comrade, Andrew's Heimlich hero, or Christie's brandish bandit?
Because I'd be in jail.
I don't know.
And the Heimlich's pretty crazy
I'm
too,
feeling
so-
pretty confident it's Andrew.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking it's Andrew too.
Okay, Andrew, we think you're telling the truth.
All right. Camille, would you like to reveal your identity?
My name is Camille, and I actually know Christy.
Yes, yes. Christy
I'm
is.
still traumatized. I had to play it cool, like, that was so funny. Oh my gosh, what just happened? It was so bad. It was so bad.
Water under the bridge now.
Yeah, how long ago were you in high school, Christy?
Like last week.
Thank you so much, Camille. Thank you so much for watching our second episode. We will return next week with another episode and another game.